Hello, this is Dr. Smith, your principal. We are going to talk about the events of September 11th, 2001, and recognize some of your local superheroes. Some of you may or may not remember what happened on September 11th, 2001. So what really happened? You are all too young to remember what happened then. If you ask most adults and teenagers, they might remember what they were doing that day in 2001 when they heard what happened. Dr. Smith was teaching 5th grade that day in St. Louis, and we were all very scared and did not know what happened. We watched as the news unfolded on television. Do you recognize this famous lady? This, of course, is Lady Liberty, guarding New York City, and in the background you can see the Twin Towers as they stood before September 11th, 2001. On the bottom you can see a magazine cover from September 11th, and they call it The Day That Shook America. So Lady Liberty stands for America the Beautiful, land of the free, and home of the brave. We're very lucky to live in a country like America, because in the United States we believe in freedom, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This means that we can have jobs that we want, go to schools that we want, attend churches, have freedom of speech, have choice in government, and choice in how we live our lives. We can thank America for this life, liberty, and freedom. Here are the World Trade Center towers as they stood. They were called the Twin Towers. They're in New York City, and each tower is 110 floors. The only real difference in the towers is that the one on the left has a little antenna here on the top. The problem is that not everyone in the world believes in happiness. These people who don't believe in the happiness that Americans believe in are not our superheroes. On September 11th, 2001, these people flew 2 big airplanes into the World Trade Center's Twin Towers. This is a screenshot of some of the news from that morning. Again, I was teaching 5th grade, and we were shocked as we were watching on television and saw planes flying into the Twin Towers. And it was definitely scary, especially as the metal of the Twin Towers burned and they crashed and fell into New York City. It was also very, very sad. As the cleanup began, everyone discovered that sadly loved ones were lost in this tragedy, and it was very sad. Many lives were lost that day. Lady Liberty was not happy that day, standing by and watching her city burn. Now, do you think that stopped the United States of America? Well, no, you're right, it didn't. See, one of the best parts about America are the way we stick together and that we had superheroes who rise up and help our fellow man. Many people, strangers, first responders, firemen, police, all came together and helped each other that day and many other days in America. This is one of the reasons we are so lucky to live in our country. So our superheroes became fire, ambulance, police, public safety. These people all became America's new superheroes after September 11th, 2001. One of the best, most moving parts of that day is when some firemen reminded us about that symbol of strength and courage our American flag. In all of the wreckage after the towers fell and crumbled from the people flying the planes into them, the firemen took the flag that used to be on the top of the World Trade Center towers and rose it in the mess that was created to remind us our country is strong, our country is brave, and that we need to have courage to move on together. As a country, we were to become stronger by rebuilding and honoring those who died and those who helped. This picture here is from the 9/11 memorial that is now in place where the Twin Towers used to be. You can see there's the names of some of the victims and a flag there to remember. Again, one of the best things about our country is that we come together to get stronger and move on. This giant tower here in the center is the September 11th Memorial. This building is an example of how we come together and move on as a country. This building is actually taller than the World Trade Centers were before they were destroyed. Here you can see the memorial. This is when they were constructing that building that I just showed you. And then there are two large square fountains here and here. And these are the places where the Twin Towers actually stood before that terrible day on September 11th, 2001. These memorials and fountains and this new building that's so much taller here is an example of how America came back to rebuild and be stronger together. So, as we never forget September 11th, 2001, we honor it every year in September and appreciate our local heroes, our fire, police, sheriff, EMT, all of our first responders. And this is why everyone at Lincoln and all of our students are celebrating our first responders on Thursday, September 14th, and inviting them to a barbecue where we will serve them food and thank them for their service to us and make sure they know they are our heroes. Thank you.